I'm getting there, Melissa. I'm getting there. Working on it. Oh, this is great. I love it. Carrie says, "Good morning," which is perfect. And Arnaldo is here, and we can begin. Now, let me get over here because I don't have my button thing, but I do have. Well, now let's see what that's doing. Hang on, guys. There we go. There we go. Don't have my normal. I didn't bring that push button remote button thing that I use to change from the slides to the camera because I didn't want to take up the space in the van. So you have to do it manually. How's everybody? Happy New Year. Hope you had a wonderful transition from 2022 to 2023. Hey, we got somebody from Austin. Kimberly, welcome. Yes, thank you, Tina. I'm feeling better, sort of. I had a great day Wednesday. Man, I thought I could do anything I wanted. I was just like, and then the last couple of days have been a little bit more just resting. I'm just still resting, but the cough and everything from this thing has been pretty prolific. And I've got my finger on the mute button, and I've got some water here, and so if we have to, we'll cough. That has to be Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. So anyway, hope you guys are doing great. I wanted to, let me see what I had here for, show you what I'm going to do tomorrow. This is going to be fun. Well, I'm not sure, guys. Oh, here we go. I'm just not in the groove. There we are. There's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to go watch the rocket launch at about 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. That's just down the road from where I am right now. I'm in Daytona at this moment, and I am at a hotel that is literally right next door to the Daytona International Speedway. So my brother and I were also going to go tour the Speedway this week. That'll be fun. And but tomorrow they're putting a rocket up, so I'm going to go watch somebody send satellites up into space. They have a good day for it from the perspective of the sky. Quite a bit going on tomorrow that we talked about on the Fun Astrology podcast. So those of you interested in that can check that out. One of the things that I thought, I know we are like holidayed out. You know, this is the point, right? Where you're either like so done with the holidays, or your position is that oh no, we could have 11 months of holidays in 1 month of something else, and you don't want the holidays to end. So I hope yours has been good this year, whatever you have done. And however you've celebrated, I hope that it's been really good for you this year. I obviously got got sick this year, but it was a good time to just rest and reflect and think about some things. And boy, did I. This has been amazing. Fun place. My brother said the tour is amazing. You get on a little cart and you go down. They had a light show up through tonight. So it is a lot of festivities over there at the Speedway. Jack Zwires and Ashley got married on Friday, which happens to be my dad's birthday. And then Jack's birthday is today. So it just was really kind of a amazing little sequence when they let me know that they had gotten married. And I said, what day? And they said Friday. It was like, oh, what a thrill. And the other thing, my son sent me a video of my second granddaughter, little Lily, walking. and she started taking her first steps on Friday. So one of the things that has been really there for the last couple of days for me has been my dad. Just been really, really strong. And when I was, let's see, second night in St. Augustine, so maybe Thursday. Yeah, it would have been Thursday evening that I was walking around just getting some exercise. And boy, I mean, the stuff came in full on. And there were some issues that I had unresolved, that I had buried. That, see, this is where Lynn Schaefer's work, and she's not with us tonight. Her oldest son is, his birthday is today. So we're racking up these January 1st, New Year's Day birthdays. But this is where her work really shines, in digging this stuff out. But boy, here it just, Dad brought it to me. It's like, whoa. And this stuff had been buried. And here it comes, doing this work. And as part of the digging that out, setting the process, I'm going to do a podcast on this. It's a great little process story of clearing old stuff. One of the turnaround pieces was, well, then who am I going to be, and who am I going to be this year? So let me show you what I came up with. This is kind of my theme for 2023. To brilliantly contribute to others, leaving them elated. I mean, that just feels good, doesn't it? And you can steal it if you want. Absolutely. But make it your own. Brilliantly contribute to others, leaving them elated. And what this all rippled down from, where that came from right there, was that as I looked at that situation, this happened in the mid 1990s, this stuff that I stuffed down. And as I summarized it, and I thought, what is the one characteristic, as you look at all these emotions that I listed out, what is the one summary of all of them? And you know my story. It's the first episode of the Subconscious Mind Mastery podcast. I was a disappointment. So I started looking at antonyms. I looked in the thesaurus under disappointment and antonyms. What are some of them? And this is what I crafted. So instead of being a disappointment, like stuff that happened almost 30 years ago, well, I can't fix it. I can't unwind it. A lot of the people involved are even gone from the planet. But what can I do today? What do I choose today? Who do I choose to be today? And instead of this whole disappointment thing that, we've already exhausted that. I mean, that has been worked up, but it still comes up that these, there it was, but from 30 years ago, that I'm going to brilliantly contribute to you and you and you and you and you this year, leaving you elated. And I got to tell you, that makes me feel really good. That's a good feeling. I like that. So if you have anything that came up for you, and I know we've kind of been, like for a lot of us, holidays are, it's over. Let's get back to normalcy. But if you're not, if you're willing to share anything about keywords for this year, themes, things to work on, things that you'd like to see manifest, what is 2023 looking like for you? So let's see what some of you might want to come up with. That's a good thing to do. Carrie, that's a good thing to do. Thank you, Susie. It's called I'm vertical. Oh, man. this is going to be a good week. I'm going to be meeting Fred at his home on Friday. So that's going to be great. Looking forward to that. Yeah, if you want to drop a couple of things in that you're looking at doing in 2023 or things that came up for you, New Year's resolutions, etc. I like that though. That's going to be my theme, just to brilliantly contribute to others. We'll be watching for a couple of those that if you guys want to drop them in. So I didn't plan anything else for tonight. Just thought, it's holiday chill, and everybody, I'm sure, wants to just kind of decompress. You've been around a lot of family. Hopefully it's been good. Sometimes it's not. Maybe there have been challenges. Maybe there have been breakthroughs. And now it's time to get back to normal life. So let's do that tonight with a meditation to just reground us, to recenter us, and to step into some of the key things that are going to be happening this year. I talk about this on the Fun Astrology podcast tomorrow, but one of the things that I think comes from, if we look at the sky at midnight last night, that one of the things that could be a theme this year for us is spirituality. So that spiritual development is going to be something that we're going to be able to choose for ourselves. And I think it was really strong last year as well. So that continued development choice, I'll tell you, for me, what's coming up, and I've just like even over the last week or so has gotten really clear. Like, I am ready to kind of draw the line between all the stuff that's going on culturally, politically, etc., out there in the world, and who I am going to be, period. And just not going down the path of everything going on around me. And I know that, everybody has their own threshold of how much we have to interact with everything that's going on. And conversations in our families that sometimes we have to have with our kids. But I'm just like, I really want to just make and it is about this decision of core spiritual development. I listened to an audiobook over the last couple of days that was one that I wanted to listen to, but it was about, the memoirs written by two of Johnny Cash's kids. I grew up loving Johnny Cash, child of the 60s. Who couldn't? And man, there was so much just hollowness. And I had to set it aside and just reground myself. And I was like, I really would like to finish this, and I don't want to get sucked into that story. But the interesting thing is there was no spirituality. And he was a Pisces, and he tried to lock on to the spiritual for himself, but he didn't share it with his kids. And they were left basically to fend for themselves. And when you do that, drugs is a pretty big pull from the culture, and it'll get you. And so it got all of them. And that's, it was just, so without the grounding of this spirituality that we have, and without these little meditations on Sunday night where we just bring our heart back to a center to say, I am connecting with my source, and it is going to fuel me for this next week, is miraculous. It's powerful. It will guide us. And I hope that as you have the opportunity to pass it along too, because that's going to be the theme for this year. It's passing that like the candlelight service. You light the candle, you pass it on. It's going to be a big theme. Well, we wished you happy birthday, I think, before you jumped on, Jack. So happy birthday, buddy. And congratulations. I told everybody of your very celebrated event on Friday, and we're wishing you congratulations. Let's see here. Brenda. Being present. Yeah, good. This is such the dance. In fact, as I was listening to this and just realizing here were people that were just living their lives. I mean, telling the story of life without spiritual grounding. And I think the thing for all of us is who are on this kind of path to always, we talk about it, build that time in for your spiritual grounding, whatever that is, wherever you are, whatever that means. And it's something that has to happen frequently. Safe to say. All right. Good deal, Kathy. Make sure you keep us posted so we can support you in that journey. Oh, wow. Susie, congratulations. Best holiday in 10 years. Awesome. Oh, wow. This is great. Read this. So I let go of the chips on my shoulders and made new agreements with myself to love and accept everyone, family, for who they are and where they are now. Beautiful. Beautiful. You couldn't say it any more perfect than that. That's awesome. Numerous dreams. Peacefully secure. That's a good one. Loved ones showing up. Boy, it sure did for me too. Hi, Kristen. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yes, her daughter. Oh, awesome. Good. Oh, this was so cool. She put the post in Facebook that as soon as our meeting was over last week, her daughter gets better and they send them home. That's basically what it was. Wow. Let me see if I can see real quick, get a glimpse at who that is. That's Callie. Wow, Callie, I'm so sorry. Challenges. Well, kind of on that theme right there, and on the healing that we had from Raina last week. Let's go into a meditation to settle the holidays, complete these past 2 weeks, and to set the stage for what 2023 is going to be for all of us, with our intentions and with, I echo this, with our intentions, with that we are going to choose this connection with our higher source over everything else this year. And may it guide us brilliantly. We are a strong group. Let's honor each other by envisioning together that we're in a great big circle and feel that interconnectedness. Let's do kind of like, locking arms, like we're locking each other, our arm with our neighbor's arm on either side. Just really absorbing that closeness with each other. So when we hear something like from Callie, like that we are just able to create that hug that so many of us need. We can do it energetically, and we've come to learn that it's very, very powerful. And let's create an intention for this little meditation tonight to clear the holidays, to imprint the holidays if you had one like Susie, to release and to move forward. Being in the present. Tonight is tonight. It's not tomorrow. Work hasn't started yet. And we can let go of what's behind us. Let's do one Om together to bring us all closer together and to really set a high energy vibration in our circle. So as we exhale, release, release, release anything that needs to be released, release. Let the reverberation of that just fill your space. Connect with that vibration. Let's do one more. Think of something that when we're together this time next year has fulfilled in your life. What is it? Have you written it down today? You may have written it down in the past. Have you written it down today? If you haven't, do it after this is over. If you have your journal with you, do it now. Write it down. You might have a couple, 3. Think of who you're going to be this year. I'm going to be someone who contributes to others. Who are you going to reach? What habit did you bring into this day that you are going to be willing to leave? What addiction, something you can't have, you can't do your life without having it, are you willing to separate from this year? Book and Entities, Fred talked about addictions being little magnets for entity fragments. Think about your life and your reliance only on Source. What would be magnificent this year? I mean, so magnificent that you could only get part of it in your mind now. You know, part of this exercise with my mom, or I'm sorry, with my dad that came up this week, I realized that something in my own astrological composition is that if I just dream something, it fulfills. What are you going to dream this year? Just try that. It's very, very powerful. What's in your dreams for this year? And you know, one of the things that is, I think, one of the coolest that we can do for others is helping them bring their dreams to fulfillment. So in our circle, with our hands, arms, elbows interlocked still, acknowledge the person to your right. Who do you see? If you're fairly new in this group, you might not have some of the names, but there have been some that have come through over the time that we were chatting there. And just think of somebody, think of their name, or scroll back up and take a look. And as somebody calls out to you, that's the person on your right in the circle energetically. Send them wishes fulfilled energy now. Send them completion of their desires for this year. Just saying, I stand with you. It is done. And so it is. I'll give that gift to the person on your left. Whatever you are envisioning, dreaming, it is done. I say so, our group says so, and so it is. Now pass that to everyone that is on this call, either live or will watch a replay. Send them the same. Your wish is fulfilled. And so it is. This is powerful. This is standing and creating energy, standing united, arms locked. Feel the connectedness. Feel the togetherness. And this past week has been a time of Christmas hymns, Christmas songs, Christmas activities, angels. You go back to Fred's Entities book, he talked about these non-physical beings like to tap into our energy. Well, the angels come tap into our high energy. So bringing a pure vessel, pure intentions, pure love. The angels will circulate and circle and trip servers and do what they do. They are among us. Invite them in. Welcome them. It's their time of year, I guess. Maybe they really enjoy this time of this season of the year. Last week, we meditated about angels filling the sky. Invite them back. And now for you, connecting your heart and soul with your divine source. It may be Jesus. It may be God. Maybe you're comfortable with the universe. That image of energy that is all and fills all. Connect with that source now. That source is pure love. And you don't have to perform. And you don't have to be right. And you don't have to be on. You don't have to be made up. The more natural, the better. The more raw, the better. The more real, the better. The more empty-handed, the better. To say that this year, my commitment is to be in touch, to do my practice, to do my work, to do my connecting, to stay in touch, to always be listening, to be open, to be available, to be seeking, to be grateful instantly to this source. Say thank you now for being among us, and specifically being a point of connection for you. If you don't feel it, stay with it after the meeting. It's worth it. If you're not able to connect with it, just that connection in your heart that says, I know that I am plugged in with God. I know that I am plugged in with my highest source. I might not be getting all kinds of answers right now, but I'm just feeling the presence. If that's something you're not with, you can drop it in the chat. We can support you. You can create a post if you want in our Facebook group, and we can support you from that. We want to help. Some people have like a light switch. It just is, boom, throw the switch, there it is. And I think for others, it's different. So where is your connection? And you know, I would imagine that most of you in here have at one time in your life or another been in a relationship with another person. I think that's a pretty safe bet. How did that grow? That relationship grew because you invested all kinds of very highly interested time in that other person. You couldn't learn enough about them. You loved spending time with them, especially in the beginning. You wanted closeness. You wanted touch. You wanted all the senses to be activated. It's no different from our source. I think sometimes we treat it as too distant. It is a source that loves us unconditionally. That human that we connected with can't do that. We will fail you. Source will not. Fall in love with it. If your heart is guarded, if there's been pain from organized religion, separate that from what source really is. We're going to need that connection this year. So it's a good time to start it off right from the beginning. And while we're just in this space, ask if there is anything that you need to address now. Listen. Is there anything that I need to work on in my life now? It's something you can carry after the meeting as well. And now thank Source for the connection that you just felt, whether any answers came or not, just the presence. And mostly feel the love that this source, this God, this presence, this universe represents. Think of something loving you literally, totally, unconditionally, without any limits or bounds, without any conditions or strings, without any behavioral rewards, just pure, accepting, precious love. Oh, take a bath in that, right? That feels really good. All the people who have had NDEs, near-death experiences, say it's beyond anything that we can imagine. We cannot describe it in our language. It's something you hear over and over and over in those stories. We have that filtered so that we can accept it. Now let's take that love and let's send it out to a hurting world. You know, I think the world is scared of more than anything. Just send that love up into the sky. Send it by mutual agreement with all of us on this call, by just speaking our word. I send this out into the universe now to reach and touch who needs it. I send this love on a beam of white light into the universe now, and it will be received and used by whoever needs it, wherever they are in the world. Send it to them. Angels, carry it around. Take wing. Send it out. And now in our circle, let's hug the person to your right. Big hug. And hug the person to your left. Big hug. And now as we get back in a circle and hold hands this time, let's close with one beautiful, harmonious Om together. Om. And so begins our 2023 together. It is done. So it is. Namaste. I hope that was I hope that it's been that was grounding for you. This is Lisa. Lisa saying that she has COVID. So yes, let's send Lisa some energy right now. This is Facebook makes it where you can't see. But it's Lisa Hightower. Let's just take a minute here and tell you what, let's touch the computer together. There's look it up. The CDC's reported on it and whatnot. I'm keeping an eye on it, but there's a new variant that's supposed to be very vicious. So We want everyone to stay safe, be protected. So let's send Lisa release from COVID. It does not progress. It starts to release her now. Lisa, can you believe in your own healing and affirmation? Then craft a command statement. In the name of the Most High, I command this COVID to release her. Together as a group, in the name of the Most High, we command this COVID to release her. And then, Lisa, of course, you do that for yourself. And we stand with you as you do. And so it is. Be gone, COVID. Be gone. Leave her alone. You know, one of the things that I've kind of learned through this, thank you, Susie. Those of you who are Reiki practitioners might back that up. The reminder that our own energy state is something that we need to mind on a very focused basis right now. Like I got sick last Saturday night. Really, when I was with you last week, I was sick. I just had commanded it out. And then I went on a long hike and it came back. But keeping our energy, see, my energy got depleted. Fred in the book talked about the whole New Zealand thing, depleted energy. So as best you can, and I know with everybody dealing with everything that we have to deal with every day, all of us, just do what you can. Do your energetic calisthenics and keep that energy high and keep that energy focused and keep it committed and really do that spiritual practice. I'm so in touch with that right now because I saw what it was like in these memoirs of where it wasn't there. And it is so sad and it is so dark and it is so hopeless. And it's just so, you are most welcome. So keep really strong energetically. So I wish you the best. Happy New Year. 2023 is going to have some very interesting twists and turns that we will experience together. And the thing that I think we just did is the very best preparation that we can do for the year ahead, and keep that with us all year long. Keep that commitment to this being something that we are going to stand in love for this planet like we've been doing. So I wish you a wonderful rest of the evening and just a really blessed first week kicking off 2023. And see. Oh, Sarah made a good post. All right, good. Let's go all check that out over on the Facebook group. And so we're going to have a lot of fun stuff. This is going to be, for me, I'm really excited about this year. I've got a lot of very cool plans in the wings, and this is going to be a kind of a year of clearing and cleansing that's going to bring in a lot of new. So hopefully that's a theme for all of us this year. So awesome. Brenda, we love having you here, and all of you have a great week. Thank you for being here tonight, and we will see you again next Sunday from the road in Florida. I'll be with, I think, Sean and Brielle at their campsite next weekend. So that'll be fun. We'll have a good time with that. Maybe we'll be able to do it from outdoors. That would be fun. I was hoping that one of these times we could pull that off. Maybe that would be the time. We'll see what their Wi-Fi is like there. But anyway, all right. You guys have a great week. I love you so much, and thank you for being here. Good night.